was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This team's
incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run. But nothing doing on that one.
Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did ground a running back, taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Looking to throw on second down. Partner. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in a win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were falling to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Partner. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior
passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of
what? He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Eagles hit 10-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is.
Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Swift trying to get to be second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They motion the running back out left. Hurts will throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown in this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Hartman. And the pressure gets to him again. Nolan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now for what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. A nice return there of 11 to Hunt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Brown, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Look, bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They go play action with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! An 18-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Staying on his feet. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Callahan, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So we've come to halftime here in halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. We talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hartman under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Hartman. Here's a diving catch right side. A good there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Hartman work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Callahan, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hartman. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7.
Oh, first mistake for them in the ball game as it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Hartman, he finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hartman, he finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now here on EA Sports. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That one goes for 24 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to
leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing on first down. Hartman. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hartman got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to win.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Whalen, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Cade York for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half.